And so today I'm putting on pork belly burnt ends as well as beef short ribs. The burnt ends are ready to go on now. Let's see. Actually, we'll go down below here. So these will be on probably for about 3 to 4 hours or so. I'll pull them off in about 2 hours, and I'll put some other seasoning on them. That's a mix of peppers that I smoked that I have seasoned on it now, as well as a set of spices that I picked up somewhere. We'll see how it goes. So the short ribs are preparing to go on. This is the fat that I cut off, as well as it's not much fat. I took fat off the top here. I'm leaving this bit of fat right there. If I cut too deep into that, kind of a problem. I cut the layer of, it was the membrane actually, on top of the 4 bones here. I cut that off. And I'm just about to season it. I'm going to season it up, and I'm going to get it on the smoker. It'll be on the smoker probably for 5 or 6 hours or so. It's a pretty healthy portion. I pick up my meats from, well, my short ribs from Bringhurst Meats. It's a butcher shop not too far away. So it's usually pretty good short ribs. It's got a lot of intermuscular fat in there that you can see. And that's what I like on short ribs. Probably the best form of barbecue is the short rib. And this short rib is all seasoned up, and it's about to go on the smoker. All this fat here is going to go on the smoker with another batch of fat that I froze, that I trimmed off of a brisket a couple of weeks ago. All of that's going to go on. I smoke all the fat. I smoke it down, and then I use that broken down fat to season dishes. So stay tuned. So the pork belly burnt ends are almost done. They are at temperature for me to put the barbecue sauce on them. What I did, I just made a sauce. I'm calling it the barbecue sauce, but I use figs. I use a little bit of maple syrup and a number of different spices. So I'm going to take what you see here, the pork belly burnt ends. I'm going to drop them into this pan, mix the sauce around so that all of them are completely covered. Stick them back on the smoker and raise the temperature so that it crisps them up a little bit. Stay tuned. So I'm heading back out to check on those pork belly burnt ends. Put them back on the smoker. I'm gonna have to give you a glimpse at that. The beef short ribs are already in here, and the pork belly burnt ends, I put the sauce that I just made on them, and they're going back in to crisp up. I decided to not turn the temperature up to crisp it up further because I don't want to do it dirty. What's it dirty, do you say? I do not want to mess up my short ribs. The short ribs are one of my favorite pieces of barbecue to do. Probably one of the most flavorful meats that you could barbecue. And they're getting there. I'm in the top. I am breaking down some beef tallow, and I got a sweet potato as well. This will be interesting. I think I did a sweet potato before, but it's been a while. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I've done some other root vegetables and fruit in the smoker before, so they should be good. And one more thing. The pork belly burnt ends, they're pretty much done. I just want them to crisp up after I put the sauce on there, and I'm just not going to turn the temperature way up to crisp it up faster. Don't want to mess with those short ribs. You'll understand why once you've had some short ribs, if you haven't yet. All right, these should be done. Pork belly burnt ends, they are definitely ready. I'm gonna have to wrap this guy. To divide and rule is Ooh. Oh, that's looking good. It's not ready, but it's looking good. So I'm going to wrap that short rib now. It's looking really good. It's going to get wrapped. I'm not going to close it completely, but I do want to increase the temperature. And I'll stick it back in. Check in soon. So the short ribs are done. It took about 7 hours or so. And we're going to go ahead and cut into it. But it definitely turned out pretty tender. I could tell when I was cutting it. I took it up to, depending on the piece of the short rib that I stuck the thermometer into, everything ranging from 197 to 205. So we shall see.